Hello everyone, Vincent Teo from HDR TV Test here. I'm currently in New York attending a briefing by TCL USA, and I'm standing beside their new 8 series mini LED television. Now this is the 75-inch version, and it will also come in a smaller 65-inch screen size. What can I tell you about this TV then? There are so many exciting specifications and features about this television that I think that it's probably best that we start by contrast. And mini LED technology is one of the most exciting display technologies to come on the market, and I think TCL is going to be the first brand to bring a working mini LED television. Now, on conventional LED televisions, basically they use the LEDs as a backlight, and normally even on the most high-end full array local dimming or FALD LED LCD televisions, there will be around hundreds of LEDs, but this 75-inch version of the 8 series will have more than 25,000 LEDs behind the screen, giving us around, say, 1,000 independently dimmable zones. And at this event, TCL has actually put on a special demonstration where they actually set up a 75-inch 8 series with some of the optical films and also the polarizer stripped out, so we can actually see the individual LEDs behind the screen. And if you pay attention to this footage that I'm going to put up here, you can see that the dots behind the image on screen would be the LEDs, and the number of LEDs just actually blows my mind, because on conventional LED LCD televisions, they have to keep the number of LEDs down to keep the cost under control. But because TCL is a vertically integrated company in the sense that they are responsible for the panel, the backlight, the module, and also the ultimate television unit, they can actually keep their cost under control, and they are able to actually put more than 25,000 LEDs on this 8 series in the 75-inch version and use around 1,000 zones to contribute to the local dimming. Now, obviously, I asked the question, why can't they actually control each LED per zone, so giving us a total of 25,000 zones? I think the answer is that the technology is just not there yet in terms of the controller, in terms of the local dimming algorithm. But hopefully, as things progress, there will be more independently dimmable zones, and there will be even greater illumination control. So that's from the mini LED and the contrast side of things. And as you can probably see from this screen I'm standing beside here, we are showing footage from the Spears & Mansell UHD HDR benchmark disc. And in my opinion, this is probably the best looking, the most beautifully shot footage on the market right now in terms of what you can buy. And the TCL 8 series is controlling the blooming in a better manner than most other LED LCD televisions. The black areas remain inky black, while the brighter areas, the colors, the depth of the image, the fidelity, they just pop with that sort of vibrance that you seldom see on, let's say, an HLED or even a lesser full array local dimming LED LCD television. Now, while on the subject of vibrance, I want to talk about color accuracy. This TV will be equipped with quantum dot filter for the first time in TCL's history. Maybe for the USA, yes, because I think in China, TCL has been using quantum dot on some of their models, but certainly in the USA for 2019, I understand that the 6 series and also the 8 series will be the first TCL USA televisions to be using quantum dot to give the wider color gamut. And they still pay a lot of attention to color accuracy as well. And I'm pleased to say that they have come up with a feature that will probably put me out of my calibration business. Well, I'm probably just jesting, but what they have done is to actually design a companion app on their mobile, which will use the mobile phone's camera to try and allow you to calibrate and adjust the grayscale on the 2019 6 series and 8 series television in a more accurate manner to counter drift. As you probably know, from new, the colors of any television will drift over time slowly. But what TCL has done is to design this companion app, and they are going to try and ask you to use your smartphone camera to capture a grayscale pattern that will be put on screen via the companion app. And the cameras that are compatible with this app would be the iPhone cameras and also the Google Pixel cameras, because those cameras have been found to be accurate enough in terms of the D65 white balance to capture the image accurately on screen so that the adjustments can be done for the white balance calibration. And the adjustments are not going to be the full-scale calibrations that professional calibrators like myself or any DIY enthusiast can do. The calibration is only going to be focusing on a 6-point grayscale control, so from 50% video stimulus and upwards, because below 50%, TCL believes that the smartphone cameras are just not sensitive enough, are just not accurate enough to capture the correct color temperature that is being displayed on screen. But I think this is certainly a really forward-looking move by TCL to come up with this companion app. And of course, I asked whether this app will be available on older sets, and TCL executives tell me that it is under consideration, but they can't give any promise as to whether these will be compatible with, say, 2018 6 series. So that is from the color point of view, and from the video processing side of things, there will be an AI picture quality engine. And what TCL has done for 2019 is to integrate machine learning into the process to help deal with HDR in terms of the tone mapping, to help deal with upscaling to the 4K resolution, and to help deal with the local dimming algorithm. While on the subject of 4K versus 8K, so the 65-inch and the 75-inch TCL 8 series that will be launched in the USA around October will only be 4K. The 8K set is slated to come early next year. And the reason is because the company believes that with the announcement of the new game consoles that support 8K, they need more time to test to ensure compatibility for the benefits of their customers. So the 75-inch 8 series that will be released onto the market in October will be in 4K resolution. While at this event, we also were given a glimpse of the 75-inch 8K set that is actually on sale in China. But yes, the USA 8K 8 series will arrive early next year after more in-depth testing. Next, we will go to HDR support. As you probably know, the TV will be using Roku TV platform in the USA, and it will support Dolby Vision as always. It will support the static metadata HDR10, and it will support HLG or hybrid log gamma. Unlike the European versions that will support HDR10+, there is currently no plan to support HDR10+ dynamic metadata on the US versions. But as I've alluded to time and again, I think HDR10+ is really only important on low to mid-range sets that cannot hit above 500 nits of peak brightness. And this TCL 8 series certainly can hit way beyond that, beyond even 1000 nits. So I don't really see any need for this TV to have HDR10+ open standard dynamic metadata technology. And last but not least, we need to talk about gaming, because I think the TCL TVs have been extremely popular with gamers out there because of their low input lag. And the company tells me that this will continue for the 8 series and also the rest of the 2019 range as well. But in addition, they have also implemented ALLM or auto low latency mode on the 8 series. This will automatically switch the TV into game mode whenever a game is played from a compatible console, let's say the Microsoft Xbox One X. Now, I asked the company whether there are other HDMI 2.1 features that will be implemented on the 8 series, such as ERC or VRR or variable refresh rate, but they couldn't, commit to an answer at this moment in time, in that, they may be able to do it, but because if they do it, they have to investigate various compatibility with other receivers and devices with ERC, other game consoles with VRR or variable refresh rate. So they are exploring the possibilities, but at this moment in time, it's better to think of this TV as not having VRR or ERC, and the only HDMI 2.1 feature that has been implemented on the 8 series and also the 6 series would be ALLM or auto low latency mode. There's another thing that you may or may not have noticed. I think the 2018 6 series have also received a firmware update to allow for ALLM or auto low latency mode, and I don't think that this is a feature that has been widely announced by TCL. So as I said, this TV will be available in October, and the price is, again, I think another killer feature that will certainly entice many of you out there, because the 65-inch version will have a launch price of $1,999, whereas the 75-inch version will have a launch price of $2,999. And I think these are extremely competitive prices that will certainly make other brands take notice. And when you consider the amount of features that TCL has crammed into this television, mini LED technology that is not available on any other TVs from any other TV brand, which uses more than 25,000 LEDs on the 75-inch version with 1,000 individually dimmable zones, quantum dot technology, ALLM, Dolby Vision support, and I think just generally, I forgot to mention as well that this TV will support Dolby Atmos decoding. And I was given a demonstration here, and certainly it gave a more enveloping effect in terms of the placement of the objects in the periphery. Even though this TV doesn't have any up-firing speakers, the psychoacoustic processing of Dolby Atmos certainly can give you that sensation of envelopment and immersion. And one last thing that again will make some of you guys very happy would be the lack of the wide angle filter that was found on the Sony Z9F, and also some of the newest Samsung televisions. So TCL believes that because the LEDs can be placed closer to the screen, because they can reduce the optical stack, the viewing angle is naturally going to be slightly wider than the normal viewing angle of a VA panel. And they think that because the wide angle filter will reduce the contrast, they have decided against using it. And I think that this will make many of you very happy. So I look forward to testing this television. I mean, I'm based in the UK, so I will probably receive the equivalent version, the X10, but certainly I think this is going to be one hell of a television that video enthusiasts can look forward to, come fall. If you found this video useful, please click the like button and subscribe to the HDTV Test YouTube channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.